Okay, so hello everybody. My name's Charlotte Pridmore, and for those of you that don't know me, I'll give you the short version of my story. So after living for 10 years in this gorgeous city, I ended up back at home living with my mum, who's here. Hi, Mum. Living with my mum and dad with a 6-month-old baby on benefits and with my life in 13 bin liners. So as you can imagine, this isn't where I wanted to be when I was 31. So I had to start again. So I basically, Bob told me to breathe. This always happens, wait. Bob told me, not Bob. So I retrained as a hairdresser. My mum's one. I'd always been quite good at it, so I thought it's something I can work flexibly around my little boy. The reality of that was I got a job in a salon. I worked there for 5 years, and I loved it, but I worked really, really hard for about £250, £300 a week, which wasn't going to give me the life that I'd always dreamed of. I'd met my now husband, and we'd moved in together, and life was pretty skint, to say the least. I can remember once coppering up for a block of cheese. That's a true story. Anyway, so I got a card through the door one day about Forever. I'd never heard of the product, never heard of the business, but it said, would you like to earn between £200 and £2,000 or more flexibly around what you already do? I thought that's exactly what I want to do, but I was very sceptical. Short version is I said no first. She followed up 5 weeks later, and then I said yes. When I was asked to speak on this subject, I actually laughed because I am not, I don't think, the most obvious choice to speak about work ethic. The reason for that is because my first year in the business, I didn't do a lot, really. I gave myself lots of days off. I was the best boss you'll ever meet. And I didn't contain the superpower that I call laser-like focus. And I know that there's some superpower holders in this room, and I'm in absolute awe of you. But I had to learn how to develop a good work ethic. So us mortals, us mere mortals in the room that don't have that, the next 10, 15 minutes I'm going to share how you can build a good work ethic into your business. So pre-Forever, I had a good work ethic in the sense that Tom Barrett calls it a forced choice. It means you go to work and you do the job because that's what you have to do. I was a good employee in the sense that I'd always get the job done. I didn't mind working extra hours to get the job done, but I generally did that for the people that I worked with. It wasn't necessarily for the company or the business. It was for the people because I thrive off recognition and making people proud. So when I joined Forever, that forced choice was taken away. So like I said, I became the best boss ever. Out of 365 days of my Forever business the first year, I probably had about 245 days off. So I had to create a boss. Because if you think about it, we talk in this business about an employee mindset compared to an entrepreneurial mindset. But a lot of us don't have that. You know, we're not born entrepreneurs. A lot of us, there are some in the room, and again, I'm in awe of you, but I wasn't a born entrepreneur. I had to learn how to do it. So I thought about what is a good boss. Like if I thought about all the great bosses I've ever had or a great teacher, you know, I wanted, a great boss was inspiring. It was kind, strong, a little bit scary. My best boss was quite scary. I wanted to impress them. I wanted them to be proud of me. And I wanted to be the best in their eyes. So I decided that my why, my reason for doing this business, would be my boss. So like everything in this business, it's a mindset thing. And I decided that in order to have this boss as the thing that drove me, I had to get my thoughts about that in check. A really, really good way of doing this, sorry, to go back. So unless you're really lazy, unless you're a lazy person, which I know none of you are in this room because you're here, then the thing that stops you from doing your daily activity every single day, day in, day out, is fear or lack of belief in yourself or in the business. And a really good way, and a very simple and duplicatable way to identify this, is if you write down 2 columns on your notepads now, and on one side you write retail, and on the other side you write recruiting. And I want you to write down, you don't have to do it now, but write down the 5 things you say to yourself most often about those 2 areas. I was given this little idea actually by Zoe Stewart. I'll give her a name check for it. And it's very revealing. So I had a great retailer in my business, but she struggles with recruiting. And the 5 things she wrote down about her business, her retail business, was, I love the products. I know that they work from personal use. I love sharing them with people. I'm a fantastic retailer. I love my customers. They were the 5 things she wrote down about the retail side of the business. Recruitment was, I can't recruit. No one wants to join my team. Nobody on Facebook is interested. And I'm not worthy of building a team or having a better life. Now, this is somebody who I would consider to be quite a confident person, but when she told me these 5 things, I was in shock. And I thought, no wonder she's not recruiting. And no wonder she's not doing that daily activity every day to get her business moving forward. And she's not got that work ethic going into the recruitment side of her business because she doesn't believe for 1 minute that she's going to build a business. So first of all, you've got to identify how you feel about your business and what you're saying to yourself. Because your thoughts create a feeling in your stomach. And that feeling creates either excitement or fear. And if you have that excitement in your stomach, you will jump out of bed in the morning and go to work on your goals. Having a good work ethic is a skill, like everything else. Some of us are born with more skills than others in different areas, but this is a skill, it's like a muscle you have to develop, like everything else. I love that quote. You can't have $1 million dream on a minimum wage work ethic, and you can't have $1 million dream on a minimum wage mindset. So how do we do this? So have a great morning routine, okay? I'm a massive advocate of the book, Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. It's an absolute phenomenal book. First half of it teaches you how to have a great morning routine. The second half teaches you how to do our business. It's absolutely brilliant. Have 3 non-negotiables that you have to get done every day. And because the thing is, Jane talked about it, we're so busy filling ourselves and our lives and our diary with stuff that doesn't move our business forward. I call it your needle movers. So the 3 non-negotiables, and have a deadline to get them done. So mine's 3:30, which is when I pick William up from nursery. But have yours done by when it's still light. Because I find that, like Jane talked about, and it doesn't happen every day. Sometimes this doesn't go right, but, it's just about trying every single day to get that done. Because you'll find that when it gets to 9:30, and you've just sat down, and suddenly you've got your 3 non-negotiables to do, it makes it very difficult. So that day gets written off, and then you're another day away from your dreams. So mine are 3 to 5 warm contacts a day. 2 people added to my who do you know list, new people, and 2 product conversations. So they're my needle movers. My carding and everything gets done around that, but they are the 3 things that move my business forward, and they're the 3 things that I commit to myself to get done by 3:30. If you're the type of person that likes to fill things out and, tick things off and color things in with highlighters, then use that in your daily discipline. So color code your diary, stick to it, make that your boss. If you need a boss, because some of us do, especially when you're starting out, because we're so used to having one, if you need one, then create one in your life to whatever suits you. And look forward to your day. So every day you wake up in the morning, get out of bed and say, today I find my diamond. Because I promise you, if you've listened to, it's another Alan Pease audio, The Answer. If you're part of Book of the Month, you'll have got that recently. It's brilliant. And just getting up and having that, saying that into yourself in the morning. In fact, saying it just then gives me butterflies in my stomach. Butterflies are what make you drive your business forward and give you that great work ethic. Read, watch, listen. I love Oprah. I'm obsessed with her at the moment. My time for this, I listen to stuff in the morning, I listen to blueprints in the morning, but when I cook for the family, everyone goes in the front room and I have my laptop open and I've either got Oprah on or Brendan Burchard, who I love at the moment. Also Tom Barrett, I'm obsessed with Tom Barrett. I was lucky enough to speak at his event last year and he's just a legend. And he has an audio called Easy Street, which teaches you how to focus. It's actually at the end of Demystifying Success, but they do it as a separate CD. Have I rung the till today? This is a thing I've picked up from Jane. So at the end of your day, look back and say, have I rung the till? And the really good way to connect with that is that what is your monthly goal for your income? If your monthly goal is £5,000 a month, break that down into your daily, how much that would make you a day. So if you want to earn £5,000 a month, it's £161 a day. Now, Do you think it's fair that you get paid £161 a day to speak to 3 to 5 warm people in your list, to find 2 people, and to have 2 product conversations? Because when I was hairdressing, I did not make £161 a day, and I was stood on my feet for 11 hours. So, when you break it down like that, it's alarming, isn't it, actually, at how easy what we have to do is in regards to our income. And this is something that really works for me. Be a do-it-now person. I wasn't a do-it-now person. I was, I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it when I feel better. I'll do it when I've had this cup of tea and 2 biscuits. Obviously not anymore. I'm joking. But use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 theory. If you watched any the Eric Worre recent thing, this woman came on and spoke about it. I think somebody spoke out about it at Success Day at some point. So you've got a job to do. You've got your 3 to 5 contacts. You've got that window of opportunity to do your daily needle movers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And don't say 1 until you're prepared to do it. Now, I've had some long old countdowns. 5, 10:30 in the morning. No, I'm joking. So, it's about just identifying what works for you, having daily discipline, enough to say, I'm going to count down to what I have to do and get it done by a certain time. But this is something I have to work on every single day. Pick your team. So pick a group of people that you are mentally and emotionally accountable to. So they don't even have to know who they are. Mine are my husband, my upline, Sue and Christina, Andy Waring, Jane Leach, Tom Barrett. I've met Tom Barrett once, but I want to make him proud of me. Do you know what I mean? My parents, my children, and everyone in my team. I have a responsibility to them to make this happen. And I think when you're emotionally attached to that, then that gets you out of bed in the morning. So I want these people to be super proud of me. You don't have to be born with a strong work ethic. You can learn how to have one. And every single one of this person in this room will have a different thing that works for them. But create a boss. If you need one, create one. Okay, pretend I'm talking to you. Look, instead of you becoming a business owner, I'm just going to hire you. Here's your job. Go talk to 2 people every day, 5 days a week, for 4 years. It doesn't matter if they join the business. It does not matter what they ask, what their objections are. Just respond to the best of your ability, go with the flow, no matter what. If you fail to talk to 2 people every day, you'll be fired. And you can't come back to work with us again. Got that? Good? We won't pay you a penny for the first 4 years. But if you haven't missed a day at the end of the 4 years, I'll pay you £100,000 a year for the rest of your life, no matter what you do. Could you perform on that contract? That's from Big Al, by the way, it's not me. And do your best. Try your best every single day to have the best work ethic you possibly can. If it doesn't go well, forgive yourself, learn from it, move on, and go again. No one's perfect. None of us. Everyone has their challenges, but what I've realized is true success is not about what you own and what your possessions are, but it's how many challenges you've overcome to be the best version that you can possibly be. Have a wicked day. Thank you.